Hey everyone, BHQ Pro Aaron Lesieur. I'm out here on the beautiful California Delta today, and I wanted to show you what my absolute favorite color is to throw out here on crankbaits. And that's the Delta Craw by Pizz Customs. Now you can head on over to Pizz Customs and see his full line of paint jobs that he offers, and they are absolutely awesome. But I wanted to show you my favorite out here. I love throwing reds on anything that I have to chuck and wind, and I want to show you my favorite crankbaits, which are the DC series by Damiki. I like to throw the 100 when I'm targeting shallow fish. If I want to go a little bit deeper, that 6 to 8 foot range, I'll throw the DC 200. And if I want to cover some flats, I'm throwing the lipless, which is their Tremor 65. So let me give you a close up here of what I got going on. Now here's the DC 100, and all the DC, the Damiki baits that come in their craw pattern, and it's a great color. It's got some orange on the bottom. It's got a craw, actual little craw image on the side of it. But I like to take it one step further. I like to customize a lot of my stuff. It just, confidence out here on the water is important if you want to catch fish. If you don't have confidence in what you're throwing, you're pretty much not going to catch fish. So I make sure I get the best paint jobs on all my stuff. This one here is the Delta Craw by Pizz Customs. And today I'm actually out here going to throw, he does all of his paint jobs. You can get them in a clear coat finished, you get some nice shine on them, or you can dull it up a little bit. I'm throwing it's a matte finish in the Delta Craw, just a little more subtle, not as much flash. So I'm testing that out today. Now the other thing I like to do when I get these baits is I always upgrade the hooks. I like to throw a larger hook on these with a short shank, so these hooks have less of a chance to get hooked up on each other. They're still gonna do it every once in a while because I do upgrade them, but it's gonna be less likely because I'm using a Mustad. It's a size 4 and it's a short shank treble hook. And let me show you the lipless real quick, give you an up close look on the Tremor 65s. That one there is the clear coat finish in the Delta Craw. And then this one here is the matte finish in the Delta Craw. Again, with upgraded hooks. I don't have to use the short shank on these because it's the hook, areas where the hook is on the bait is long enough to where I can use a little bit longer shank on these. So I don't have to worry about those hooks getting tangled up. So let's go out here. I'm gonna show you kind of where I fish, what I'm targeting, and hopefully we can put some big ones in the boat. Oh, there we go. Oh, that feels pretty good right there. Let's see. Oh, decent one. All right. Well, that's a start. Oh, it's a fish on there. Oh crap, it's a smallie. Oh shit, look at that. That's a little smallmouth out here on the Delta. You don't catch too many of these fish out here. Again, I'm just covering water. It's about 7 o'clock. I'm in about 13 feet of water on this riprap bank. Delta smallie. Sweet. Oh, there's another one. I'm not catching big ones, but I'm catching a lot of them. There's number 3, that's a little dinky one. Now make sure when you come out here that you're checking your tides to see what the tide is doing, because that's gonna tell you how the fish are positioning. So you're gonna wanna know if you're fishing the high tide, the outgoing the high tide, the incoming of the low tide, or excuse me, the incoming of the high tide. So right now we've got a high and we're a tide that's falling. We're about halfway through it, so I know these fish are gonna start to pull off the banks or the tules and come out here a little bit to the deeper water. And on your crankbaits, there's a lot of grass on the Delta, and if you're not hitting grass, you're not doing it right. So figure you're gonna be picking grass off these things all day long. The fish live in the grass, and you wanna be touching grass and ripping it through the grass when you're out here fishing. There's another one. Oh, a little school over there. So when I'm out here fishing these crankbaits on the Delta, I make pretty short casts to specific targets, whether it be lanes in the tule, little pockets, or the edges of the grass line. I rarely do I make long bombing 30 and 40 yard casts out here. All right, so let me tell you what I'm fishing. The river makes an S-turn right here, and the tide is coming in. It's a high incoming tide, and the wind's blowing up on this bank. So this bank here has got current pushing up on it, and the wind is blowing. So I'm hoping some of the bigger females are staged up on this edge here. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah. Doesn't feel like a very big one though. Oh, it's a little guy. There we go. Well, still another little one, but this time he ate the Tremor. All right, so I didn't catch any giants out here on video, but you did get to see a lot of fish catches and the versatility of the DC series and Tremor by Damiki. You know, the crankbait is a valuable tool out here on the Delta because you can cover a lot of water quickly and you can cover multiple depths. You can also fish it in a variety of different areas out here, including flats, outsides of weed edges, and on riprap banks. Let me show you my setup that I use out here when I throw these crankbaits. Now on the DC 100 and 200, I throw it on the Dobbins, the 704 CB. It's got a soft enough tip that allows me accurate casts because these baits right here don't weigh a whole lot. And it still's got enough backbone to allow me to keep those fish out of the cover or get them out of the cover. And I throw it on 20-pound Power Pro Super Slick 8. I throw it on straight braid, but if you're not comfortable using straight braid, you can always throw a fluorocarbon leader on there, match the lines up with a double uni knot, and then you're set to go. Now on the Tremor, I used a 705 CB by Dobbins. It's got a little bit stronger tip, so if I need to rip that bait out of the weeds, it's a little bit easier. Plus this bait weighs a little bit more, so it casts it a little bit better out here. Again, 20-pound Power Pro braid, straight braid. Now you can check out the full line of DC baits and the Tremor baits at Damiki.com. You can check out all the Dobbins rods at Dobbins.com. And for all those cool paint jobs, including this Delta Craw, you're going to want to check out Pizz Customs. He does everything in hard baits, and he's got a full line of different colors and custom stuff available. You can even send in pictures and he'll match the hatch for you if you've got something that is not on his website. So until next time, stay focused, fish hard, and I'll see you out on the water.